Hey guys, doing a quick video here, and I know it's not my typical video. I'm not in my basement. I don't got my tripod set up, but this is a quick video on what can happen and what not to do in a typical situation at home. Be safe. Go ahead and safety check your handgun before you do anything. What I'm trying to get to is about 15-20 minutes ago, I was in my house and I'm reforming a shell for my Glock 30 with a Viridian light, and in the process, having completed the shell, mounted it back on the holster, put it on my person, I went ahead and I dropped in a mag to chamber around. I have a mag just for chambering around, and then I have my full mag that will go ahead and slide in there afterwards. I had chambered around. My wife had asked me to do something. I got distracted. I had dropped the mag, but there was still a round chambered. The gun went back in my holster, and about 5-10 minutes later, I came back to it. And I dropped the mag. There wasn't anything in the mag. I failed to check the chamber again. At that point, I was 100% confident that I was handling a safe firearm. So I went ahead and I pulled it out. There was no mag in the handgun. I aimed it in a safe direction because at that point I was gonna take down the handgun, and for a Glock you have to squeeze the trigger. It has to be in that back position. So I went ahead and I squeezed the trigger, and like I always do, I always point the gun in a safe direction just to make sure that if there was a chambered round, that it's not going to go ahead and fly out the window and go into my neighbor's house or anything like that. I aimed the gun straight down, squeezed the trigger, and guess what? I forgot about the round. And now I have a quarter-size hole in my living room. I followed the round after I made sure that everybody was safe, nobody was hurt. I have my wife, my father-in-law was at the house, my 3-year-old daughter. I have a dog and 2 cats. And sure enough, the round went straight through the floor, followed it downstairs, went through a cross beam, and ended up going through the drop ceiling. And at that point, it had very little momentum. It was just rolling out, tumbling, bounced off the ground, that ended up on a little shelf that I had in the basement. So there's the 230 grain 45 jacketed hollow point, which had no expansion. I mean, when I found it, the whole cavity was completely clogged. So this video is a small review on the Magtech 230 grain jacketed hollow point with no expansion, and it's also a video about negligent discharge, because that, my friend, was a negligent discharge. Like I said, I have a quarter-size hole in my living room floor, a quarter-size hole in a cross beam, and about a nickel-size hole in a ceiling tile. Nothing happened to the ground, nothing happened to the shell once it made it through, because it was tumbling at that point. So this is a video about a negligent discharge, guys. Whenever handling any kind of firearm, make sure you don't have it chambered. I mean, I have it right here. It's my carry gun. I have it with me everywhere I go. But I just want you guys to make sure and be safe when handling your firearm. Always double check, triple check that chamber. If you have to leave your firearm for whatever reason and come back, check the chamber. Because exactly what just happened to me could happen to anybody. You know, I've been handling firearms for many, many years. I've been handling rifles for many years before that. And this is a video on negligent discharges, and I guess a mini review on the 230 grain Guardian Gold 45 plus P Magtechs. So guys, you know, no expansion on that. Kind of disappointed about that, but at the same time, you know, if I was gonna make a hole in my ground, I wanted to see an expanded round. So I got a hole in the ground and a non-expanded bullet. So I'm not too happy about that. You know, that could have been a lose-win situation to capture that round at the end and see that pretty expansion on there. But you know, it's a lose-lose. Big ass hole in my ground and a non-expanded bullet. You know, I don't know how I feel about that. So guys, any questions? Anything that I missed that you guys want to know about? You know, just subscribe and let me know below, and you know, I'll check on these. I check on them pretty regularly. You know, tell me what you do at home. Tell me if you've ever had a negligent discharge, and what you do now because of it. Because now what I'm gonna end up doing is getting a 5-gallon bucket, Home Depot bucket, and go ahead and fill that with sand and keep that in my basement. So anytime I ever have to squeeze that trigger, all I'm gonna do is aim it in the bucket and squeeze. You know, hopefully that'll be able to stop whatever is in its way. But there's nothing below my ground. I'm in the basement, so there's nothing gonna go anywhere where I won't be able to find it. So that's what I'm doing from now on. 5-gallon bucket full of sand, and I'm gonna do all my safety checks and all my safety pulls straight in there. So guys, have a good night. Be safe. Don't be negligent. And guys, you know, let me put this away. Let's get that back in its holster. Put this away. I'm gonna actually carry this bullet in my pocket from now on. You know, as a testimonial. You know, as a little reminder that accidental discharges do happen. Negligent discharges happen all the time. And this is going to be my little reminder so I don't forget to aim safely and double and triple check that chamber to make sure there's no round in there. So guys, take care. Be safe. And comment below. Let me know. Subscribe. Bye guys.